Hello there, and you're watching my art journal. I'm Shannon Shepherd, and today I want to share with you a painting of my grandparents, and it's titled Papa and Granny. This is episode number 7. Stay tuned, find out a little bit about this painting. So I'm going to do it a little bit different today in that I'm staying in the image. A friend of mine cannot hear, and so she reads lips. And I'm doing this for her. Also, I'm talking about this painting today because it is my papa's birthday today, June the 25th, and he was born in 1911. He died in 1994. So this is a portrait of my granny and my papa. It's an acrylic. It's 16 by 20. It was my second, really my second attempt at portraiture. I don't like portraiture. It's really hard to get the image to look like that person. You can get a likeness, but to really get it to look like that person is super difficult for me, but I know people that can do it really well. And so I try to avoid portraits for the most part. But the story behind this is my papa died in '94. I had taken an image that I based this painting on, and of them, a photograph, in probably '87. And so I believe after his passing, I had a really hard time. He was sort of like my pa, my dad, in the sense that I lived with him until I was 9. My mom and my sister and I did. And then even after we moved, we were only within a couple 300 foot away from my grandparents. So he was still really close all my life. He was just like a father figure. So he passed away, and I think I used the painting of this as a therapy to deal with his death. I started it in '95 and I finished it late in '96. And I gave it to my grandmother, who kept it on her wall until after she passed, and she died in 2000. I entered it into a couple of art shows in that meantime, and one of them that it did real well in was the Kentucky State Fair. It actually got first place. Someone mentioned to me they thought it was kind of American Gothic like. I didn't even intend that when I did the painting, but after they suggested that, then I realized, yeah, it does kind of have an American Gothic kind of feel about it. It's the first painting that I did, like I said, portrait, that I was learning how to mix colors, I believe, in this painting, and learning how to do shadows, and the shadow on the faces and the shadows on their arms and legs, and the behind here underneath, and I used the color black to create shadows, because when you add black it makes things darker. But since then I figured out that I actually prefer making black using the primary colors, and also I prefer to use more cools like purples and violets or blues in making the shadowed areas. But my papa always had a farmer's tan. He always wore those, what we call his wife beater t-shirts now. So in this image, it was based on a photograph, like I said, and that's how he looked in the photograph. He had diabetes, and actually had lost one of his legs before he passed. So that's why his feet's kind of a different color, because if you know someone with real bad diabetes, sometimes it affects their legs and appendages. And my granny, she was always wearing her hair up in a bun, and matter of fact, she took her hair down a few times, of course. But I remember seeing her hair, and it was to her waist, and it still had some blonde and browns in it. And, today I celebrate my papa's birthday, and I wanted to share this with you. And Hey, so thank you for watching, and I hope you've liked learning a little bit about this painting. Again, today is my papaw's birthday. He was born in 1911, and today's date is June the 25th. So in honor of papaw, I'm doing this, and I appreciate you watching. If you like the video, please like it, share it, and subscribe. And I pray that you have a good day, and may God bless you. See you next time.